What about you guys? Have you guys ever gotten fired from your job?
Yeah, mine was COVID started, then they laid everyone off, but then they brought everyone back except me.
What?
Yeah.
Dude, that's like the most passive-aggressive way of firing someone.
That's
Yeah.
bogus, bro.
They have like a group text and they don't even delete him from it. All right, everybody come back except for Logan.
That's like the equivalent of like ending a party just so one person will leave and then being like, all right, everybody come back. Hey guys, welcome back to Friday Drives, the show where we pick you up, we buy you drinks, and we talk about things. Today we're gonna pick up some friends and we're just gonna do our thing. I feel like I haven't said this in a couple weeks, but if you have something you want to talk about, you enjoy these videos, let me know or let Logan know, and we'll pick you up, we'll talk about it, we'll have some fun, we'll buy you free drinks. There's really nothing bad that you can get out of it, so it'd be great if you would reach out.
If I'm feeling extra nice, you get food.
Food. Yeah, that's it. We'll see you guys when we pick them up. Welcome, my friends.
Hello.
Isaac and Juan. What's up, boys? How are you guys?
Good.
Pretty good. How are you guys?
We're doing good. He just woke up. I literally came over to his house and friggin' he was like snoring on his bed. His grandma unlocked the door. He's like, hey? And I was like, is Logan here? And she was like, yeah, he's sleeping. Isaac, you're from Michigan, right?
Yeah, so I'm a real man.
You're a real man from Michigan?
Michigan.
You're a
I am
Michigan
Michigan man.
What's a weird fact about Michigan?
Weird fact about Michigan. I don't even know, dude. Oh, I know. You know how Minnesota or Wisconsin says they're the land of 10,000 lakes? Michigan has, I want to say it's like 12,000 lakes.
What?
Yeah.
Whoa,
Inland lakes. Yeah. True story.
that's crazy.
Not making that up at all.
Have you swam in all of them?
100% of them. No, I have not.
100% of none of them.
I've swam in 100% of 12 of them.
Okay, we usually spend a lot more time talking before we get drinks, but for some reason we've just decided we'll just
You
get them
always
right
start
away.
Who wants to come in with me?
Sounds good.
I can.
Let's go. Okay, what drinks did you get? We gotta
There's
do a
4
reveal
different
here.
ones.
Sugar cane drink. We got lychee nectar.
Wait, what? Lychee nectar.
Lychee.
Lychee.
What is that? Licky.
Just
It's
keep
licky nectar.
going, keep going, keep going.
Lychee.
Nope, don't like that.
Licky nectar. This one is dented, but it says sour sop nectar.
I thought that was the flavor. This is dented.
I don't know.
This is dentine. Gum flavor.
Oh!
4th one.
Sour sop nectar.
Nectar.
Guava nectar.
Ooh.
Which one do you want? 1, 2, or 3?
I don't care, just give me one.
You get the sour sop nectar. You get the guava nectar.
Oh, yeah.
All right, guys. Cheers.
Alright, cheers it. Cheers it.
Cheers.
And drink.
Chug.
Ooh, that's good.
That's good.
This is
Not
delish.
totally unlit.
Delish. Juan, we didn't really do an intro for you. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good, sir.
Ah.
Did my punch crack? Puberty part
I'm
2,
doing
man.
pretty good.
You're doing pretty good.
Hi, Mom.
But there's a
Would you like to
change.
shout out to my mom?
We were at Texas Roadhouse the other day, and the waitress asked if we were good, and Reagan just goes, "Yes, sir."
No, I said, okay, so it made it worse because I corrected myself. I was like, yes, sir. I mean, ma'am. I was like, I call everyone sir, I swear. And she was like, no, it's fine. That reminds me, someone the other day at my work, I was walking up to the registers and they were like looking around for someone to check them out and they're like, oh, there she is. And then I turned around and got to the register and they're like, oh, that's a guy.
Oh.
Speaking of jobs, have you guys ever gotten fired from a job?
Yes.
Yeah.
Why?
Because I did a horrible job. What about you guys? Have you guys ever gotten fired from your job?
Yeah, mine was COVID started, then they laid everyone off, but then they brought everyone back except me.
What?
Yeah.
Dude, that's like the most passive-aggressive way of firing someone.
Yeah.
Bogus, bro.
They have like a group text and they don't even delete him from it. All right, everybody come back except for Logan.
No, that's like the equivalent of like ending a party just so one person will leave and then being like, all right, everybody come back.
Oh, dude. Bro. I remember one time I did get fired from a job because, let me just say, this is before I knew Jesus. So basically this job, I was doing a good job and the guy was paying me really good money. It was like a total side job, so it was like cash under the table. And my kind of boss slash friend who got me the job was like, hey, I'm gonna be gone this week, so as you're working, like feel free to tack on an extra hour or two because you're running the show. And I'm like, oh, I didn't know I was allowed to do that. Cool. So end of the week comes around and I have to tack on like an extra 5 hours or whatever. Didn't really think much of it. He calls me, he's like, hey, how did you get this many hours? And totally confronted me on it.
Oh.
And so, long story short, he gives me my check and says, don't worry about coming in next week. And I was like, oh,
Oh
Real talk,
man,
I was
dude.
like, honestly, I wasn't even worried that I lost the job. I was just so like, oh, I'm so stupid. Like, that was so not cool. And so he was like, yeah, this guy's not being honest with me. And honestly, it just hurt. Like, it cut me because I was like, oh, that was so dishonest. But yeah, I still think of him and I pray for him and me. I'm like, wow, that was so stupid.
Yeah.
So yeah, but hey, you live and learn, right?
I just live.
Oh, well, that's sad.
I was thinking about this the other day. Would you guys rather have no face or like, so you're just a
All of
lucky
our eyes
person with
just
no
went.
face. So like no face, okay, no face, or like just a head with arms and legs. So you don't have a body.
Are you
Yeah.
saying no faces and we wouldn't have like smell, sight, sound, taste? None of those senses would exist?
We'll say you could smell through your ears.
Okay, so you could still hear through
That'd be
ears?
so weird.
Yeah, you can hear and smell through
Can I
your ears.
just die instead? You know?
I would rather be a head. I'm just saying. I would rather be a head with some legs and some arms.
I'm just trying to picture how that would look like. You know what I mean? Like everywhere, you're just like this. Like you're running around. You got no neck. You just like got arms coming out of your ears.
Okay, you gotta answer the question
Oh,
though.
dude.
If I didn't have a face, I'd just throw on some googly eyes and a Sharpie smile.
Well,
What if
okay.
you're angry and that
Okay.
morning you like wrote a smiley face and you're like, I'm angry. You're stupid.
You gotta
You're
erase
still
it real
smiling.
quick.
Just
You gotta
a dry
You
erase.
gotta wash
You
it
did
off
dry-
real
You
quick.
like hang like a little whiteboard across your not face. I think I
just
would
throw
still
on
do
a
the
ma-
head thing just because I love making people laugh and every step that I take,
just
people
don't.
be like, ah.
I'll do the no. I'll do.
Well, anyways, so we were watching High School Musical, and you know how they just like will randomly break out into song? Do you think that it's like a conscious thing, or do you think it's like subconscious and they like are just like
Could
they
be
are
mind
completely
controlled.
unaware that they're singing a song right now? You know?
I mean, like what it's supposed to be.
Yeah, I don't know. Do you think it's like them actually singing, or it's all in their head or something?
Are we making some sort of conspiracy theory?
Yeah, sure.
I'm down.
Sure.
What conspiracy theory?
It's all a dream by the theater teacher. This is what she actually wanted.
I've got something, but it's
Alright.
pretty out there.
Let's go.
So here's the theory. I think that it just kind of starts subconsciously. Like they don't even really mean to. It's just so ingrained in them. And then once it starts, then they realize like it becomes conscious that they're doing it, and they're like, well, I don't want to look like a complete moron, so I'll just look like an 80% moron by
Right.
continuing to dance.
Right.
That's my theory.
Right. They don't want to embarrass themselves because everybody's already joining in.
Yeah, and they don't want to be like that. Actually, let's not.
So everyone is just like secretly embarrassed that they're doing this.
But they don't want to stop because
Yeah.
then they'll get more embarrassed by each other.
I like that theory. How would you feel if you were in a universe where we had to like dance and sing?
Well, I'd love it. I wouldn't have any friends.
Oh.
I would
You'd be
hate
like,
it.
gosh dang it. I don't want to be around Isaac. You know, they start singing about how awful a singer I am. Here's the thing. There's some people who are just genetically weak, and no matter how many push-ups you do, you're not going to be strong. You can strengthen yourself, but you're never going to be like huge, ripped.
Right,
unless
yeah, you gotta have the right genetics.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, I shouldn't say that. Maybe you can.
Genetics
Singing-
definitely play a part, yeah.
I would say singing even more so, because if you have a bad voice like myself, that crap changes. That crap changes hard.
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 Because like someone can sound fine to talk, and you can even sound fine on the radio, but then if you start singing, you're like, oh no. Oh no.
Oh no.
I was not a good singer. You should see some of the videos that I had.
Bro, oh.
Yeah, there's a lot of hope for you
Well-
actually, because I was terrible.
Ed Sheeran used to be horrible.
Oh yeah, Ed Sheeran's voice.
Seriously?
Ooh.
Yeah.
See, but it's like you have to like be purposeful about it. You have to like sing and practice singing.
Most of you guys are homeschooled, right?
I'm homeschooled. I mean,
I was for 3 years.
I'm not homeschooled
I was
anymore.
for 3 years.
Yeah, I was homeschooled.
How was like homeschooling for you guys?
I loved it.
I loved homeschooling.
It was only
yeah.
me and my schoolwork and no teachers.
Okay, real talk. I want to hear from the two of you that are homeschooled. I was on a date one time. We were sitting down talking by a river, and these like, I think I want to say it was like 3 or 4 kids, all about the same age. You could tell they were most likely from the same family. Come up with instruments and start playing their instruments. Set a little hat down, start playing their instruments. And like, it was like, one of them had like a clarinet. I think one of them had a cello, and then one of them had a violin. And they were like in fancy shoes, well, semi-fancy shoes, khaki pants, and like their polo shirts all buttoned all the way up to the freaking neck. And she looks over at them and goes, I bet those kids are homeschooled. And I was like, in my mind, I'm like, she is 100% correct. They are absolutely homeschooled. And I got so offended. I was like, you don't know that. Just because they look stupid doesn't mean they're homeschooled.
You guys see the Super Bowl streaker. I think we talked about this earlier today.
Wait,
I
what?
did not.
No.
You guys didn't
No.
see that? It's
Bro.
hilarious. I mean, he wasn't really streaking. He was in like, you know those man thongs?
Man thong?
Yeah, like it goes over the shoulder.
No. So it was like a Speedo that he wore up over his shoulders?
Yeah.
Oh, that's wrong.
That thing's like up in your butt crack.
Oh!
Can you imagine like farting and then...
Oh, one-time use. That's a one-time use.
No use, no use. That's 0 use.
For $1,000, would you wear a man thong? And go to like a public center like at a mall and just like...
How much money did you say?
I don't know.
We get to
price.
name the price?
You get to name the price.
Oh yeah, dude.
Name
I
it.
would go to school in a man
name
thong. Okay, let's go lower. How about like, would you do it for $1,000?
No.
No.
$2,000?
No.
No.
$3,000?
No.
$4,000?
No.
You go higher.
$5,000?
I don't know.
Sold.
I might do it for $5,000, honestly.
Can I wear a
I'm a little broke.
I would do it if someone else did it with me for $1,000.
Okay, so you do it for $5,000.
With someone else.
I'd do it anywhere for $5,000, honestly.
I'd go anywhere for $5,000.
Yeah. Okay, thank you guys for joining us today on this week's episode of Friday Drives. That's Isaac. You want to say something?
Hi. Bye. I'm from Michigan.
That's just one. Yeah, I'm Reagan, and this is Logan. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys on next week's episode. All right, thanks guys. Bye.
Reagan and Logan going for a ride.
Okay, I'll cut that, and that'll be the intro. So.